Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of This Week on iRacing. Now, I hope you're all recovered from this weekend's Petit Le Mans. We attempted it 3 times and failed 3 times. So, yeah, that might be a record for this channel. But regardless of what happened to me and my team, I hope your team did better because some of the splits got a lot of rain, some of them didn't get any rain at all, and it was a little bit chaotic. IMSA at Road Atlanta always is, but it was more chaotic than usual. So hopefully you had a good weekend. So let's move on to the next week. Let's talk about week 4, shall we? And week 4, we're going to start off with IMSA, and we're going to talk about, well, we got IMSA open, IMSA fixed, LMP2 fixed, the prototype fixed, and we have the Global Endurance Tour. So we have 5 series here. All 5 series are going to Imola this week. An early start in the morning at 9:25 a.m. Now, track temperature is nice and low 20 degrees Celsius. You don't need to worry about rain either. I've checked all of the series and there's no rain at all. No rain in the 24-hour this weekend as well. There is a 24-hour, but it's not the biggest 24-hour this weekend. Of course, this weekend is the return of the Basic 24. If you don't know what the Basic 24 is, it is a special event organised by myself and people in my Discord where we do a 24-hour solo race around the Nürburgring in order to raise money for charity. We are doing the Multiple Sclerosis Society charity this weekend, which has affected one of our team members very closely, so we're going to raise some money there. And if you are looking to have a bit of fun, please do join the stream because it's a great laugh, lots of fun. It is very taxing, as you can imagine, and yeah, if you want to take part, you can still get on the reserve list just in case anyone drops out. Just join the Discord, the link is in the description, sign up, and fingers crossed we'll see you on track. But yes, it is the 24 hours of Imola this weekend. I think participation levels are going to be pretty decent, if I'm being honest. I was really shocked 2 weeks ago when there was 3 splits in the morning. I was really surprised. 3 splits for the 24 hours of Fuji, especially with rain. I thought there's no chance. It didn't actually have rain, so ignore that bit. But I was just so surprised that it was 3 splits. So I'll take it back. You know, the bad things I said about Fuji 2 weeks ago, fair play. I didn't think that many people would sign up for it. So if you did do it 2 weeks ago, let me know in the comments how it went. And if you're also taking part in it this weekend, let me know as well. So that's all 5 series covered. Going to Imola, no rain to worry about. Bosh. Right, next up, we are in the GT3s and we're heading to Spain, the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. I hope I've pronounced that right. Anyways, yes, we're doing the Grand Prix layout, which is kind of the rubbish one, I think. Just my opinion. It's got the terrible last chicane. Now, there will be a few people in the comments who say, oh, actually, I prefer it with the final chicane. You're monsters. No, I'm joking. Seriously, I don't know how you like it. But anyways, yeah, it's got the final chicane, so... But regardless, hopefully it'll be decent. It should be good participation. I feel like it's one of those tracks where people like to hate on it quite a bit, but actually for racing, it's not too bad. I've always said F1 going here has kind of ruined this track's reputation a little bit. And it is certainly better for me personally about the final chicane. It kind of just kills the flow of it a little bit, with the sausage curve being there especially as well. So it's always a pain to try and get through that quickly and get the exit that you want. But anyways, yeah, we're going to go to Spain. I think it starts in the afternoon. Let me just double check here. Yeah, it's at 2:05, but surprisingly, the fact it's in Spain and it starts in the afternoon, the track temperature isn't that high. Every time I tested it, it's about 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, so you don't need to worry about the track temperature too much. It might get a little bit sticky when it gets about 35 degrees, but it's nothing crazy. The GT3 Endurance, again, because it's starting like 2:05, I think you're kind of at peak temps already, so you shouldn't really have an increase in temperature. It will just kind of drop. Whereas for the sprint and the fixed, it's just going to stay the same. So yeah, track temperature is pretty much going to just stay the way it is, unless you're doing the GT3 Endurance. Now, no chance of rain in any of these series at all. So the Open, the Fixed, and the Endurance have got no chance of rain, so you don't need to worry about that whatsoever. But yeah, I can't remember the last time we raced at this track with that final chicane. Sorry, they've kind of gone for the flowing version of this circuit, shall we say, the classic layout. for quite some time now. Now, one thing I will say as well, if you're going to do this race this week, save your setups, because there is a 24-hour here in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, that's the Creventic Endurance Series. It's a 24-hour race. It will have GT3s, Porsche Cup and GT4s, but setup shops will be making setups, obviously, this week for the GT3s, so keep your setups if you're going to run the GT3s at the 24-hour in a couple of weeks' time, and this is great preparation for that 24-hour race. So, if you want to prep, if you're interested in a 24-hour, it's an official one on iRacing, it's a couple of weeks, Creventic 24-hour, make sure you do some races this week, save your setups, get some practice in, it will pay dividends, and yeah. Did you absolutely love Road Atlanta last week? Were you thinking, man, after doing IMSA all week, Petite Le Mans, the IMSA Endurance, I wish I could just keep doing Road Atlanta again and again and again. Well, boys and girls, do I have a surprise for you? You won't be able to do it in the GT3 LMP2 or GTP, but you can do it in the GT4 and the LMP3. That's right. Balkan Sports Car Challenge, the LMP3 fixed, the GT4 fixed, and that endurance series that has GT4s and TCRs. Yes, all of them are heading to Road Atlanta. Yes, so it's back again. So, like I said, if you didn't have enough of it last week, this week you'll get even more of it. Now, I do actually like Road Atlanta, despite the fact that I pretty much just didn't finish single Petite Le Mans, even though trying it 3 times. Despite that, I do actually like this track. It is quite chaotic, and I always love a bit of chaos in iRacing, just to mix up a little bit. Just not so it's not like just a sprint race to the end. You want a little bit of chaos to mix things up, you know? And I think that's exactly what Road Atlanta provides. Now, the Falcon Sports Car Challenge, the one with the LMP3s and the GT4s. Let's quickly talk about that. No chance of rain. I think it starts just past 7 p.m. in-game. Your track temperature, it's going to be about mid-20 degrees. It could drop, but it's only a 30-minute race, so it'll only drop by a little bit. Now, you'll have to be a little bit careful of GT4 series and the GT4 TCR series, because they do have a chance of rain. So the 2-hour race with the GT4s and TCRs, they've got a chance of rain, and the GT4s by themselves have a chance of rain. There's the LMP3 and the Falcon Sports Car Challenge have no chance of rain at all. Now, it is as the sun has just set, so it's going to get dark. It's kind of dark already, but you can still see. But in the longer races, like the 30 minutes or the 2-hour, it is going to get pretty damn dark. So just an FYI on that one. But it should be good fun. I think the LMP3s around here are really, really good. So if you're someone who's not driven the LMP3 yet and want to give it a go, this could be the week to do that. And yeah, it's just a bit of good multi-class action. Road Atlanta always is. But yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this this week so far. I've got to say, IMSA and this set series in particular, and GT Sprint, pretty solid week. No complaints. I think I'll enjoy all of them so far. So with those 3 covered, let's have a look at some of the other series, shall we? And let's see if there's anything decent happening this week. Okay then, let's have a look at some of the other series this week, shall we? And let's start off with... let's start off with the TCR, shall we? Where are they heading? Road Atlanta. Surprise, surprise on that one. I suppose it makes sense. In the Endurance Series goes there. Let's have a look at the Porsche Cup, shall we? They're at Bend at the moment, but they're going to go to Hockenheim this week. It's a Grand Prix layout as well, so everyone should be pretty familiar with that. Proto GT, that's going to go to Spa, so that's pretty cool. So hopefully participation levels are pretty decent on that. The GT3 series then, the regional tour. So let's have a look at the Asia one first. That's going to go to the Bend. The Americas tour, where are we heading? We're going to Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, so the new track, the Mexican Grand Prix, and the European tour for the GT3s. That's going to Jerez, the Grand Prix layout as well. A pretty cool track, I have to say. One that probably hasn't got the love it's deserved, if you ask me. Now, Ringmeister. Oh, we have the Dallara IL-15. Again, a new track, or new car, I should say, for this season. I've driven this, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know how good the participation levels on this will be. Hopefully, they'll be okay, but I have driven this, and it is actually a lot of fun. It does have a push to pass. Whether that'll be active at Ringmeister, I don't know. I assume it will be, but we'll have to wait and see. The Ferrari 296 Challenge. Where are you going? Yep, you're going to the Mexican Grand Prix as well. That'll be interesting to see how fast that thing goes down the main straight. Advanced Mazdas, where are you off to? Road Atlanta, of course. Can't get enough of Road Atlanta this week. And last week as well, clearly. Right, what else? Production Car Challenge. You go to Road Atlanta. Oh, no, you're not. You're going to Lime Rock Park, West Bend Chicane. What layout is this? Okay. Right, that's the West Bend. So it kind of cuts out 6 and 7. Okay, interesting. So that's going to be the layout for PCC this week. That will be popular. That track is always popular among iRacers. Let's have a look. What else do we have here that we can have a quick gan at? The Radicals, where are you off to? You're going to Detroit, so you get a Bella Isle for this week. IMSA Vintage Series for the IMSA Vintage fans out there. You're going to Circuit Perez again. But you're doing the MotoGP layout, so you're going to do a slightly different layout to the other series, GTE. Now, I've heard this is at Le Mans, and it is. Okay, interesting. Now, that will be very popular. Wherever this track goes, the series is just popular. Like, this is just such a popular track in iRacing. It really, really is. This one's with the chicane. I don't quite remember, but I feel like last time they run without the chicane, or that might have been the IMSA Vintage Series, which would make sense to run it without the chicane. Supercars, you are off to Algarve this week. What about the Global Sports Car Challenge? You're going to go to Tsukuba this week. That's a full circuit version as well, although even the full circuit version is relatively short. And what else? I don't really think there's much else here to talk about. I think we're all good for sports cars. Let's have a look at the Formula cars then, shall we? Let's quickly like that as well. So that's actually in my list. So, F4 fixed. You are off to Winton Motor Raceway. Indy NXT Series fixed. So that's at Spa at the moment, which is pretty cool. But it's going to go to Virginia International Raceway with rain unlikely. So do keep an eye in the sky for that one. The Americas for the F4s. We'll go to Virginia as well. The Formula Freeze, the fixed and the open. Where are you off to? You're going to go to the Bend International Circuit. So again, not the full blown. Will we see that? I'm not so sure. Asia Tour, you're going to Oran Park this week. And then F4 European Tour, where are you off to? You're going to Circuit de Lebanon. Should be pretty good. I quite like that track, but it is difficult to overtake. Anything that is faster or has over 100 brake horsepower, it is quite difficult to overtake. And the Super Formula Lights, you're going to go to Brands Hatch, the full circuit. Of course, not the Indy circuit. That would have been quite hilarious if they decided to run that version of the track. And then for the Oval fans, let's have a look. Class A, you are going to go to Las Vegas. Have a look. IndyCar Oval, you're going to go to Richmond. The trucks, where are you off to this week? You're going to go to Chicagoland Speedway. And then I reckon for the trucks again, Chicagoland there. And then Xfinity, where are you off to? You're going to go to Las Vegas. And then NIS, let's have a look. You will be doing Las Vegas as well. So pretty solid week, if I'm being honest with you. Not too bad. Hello, Freddie. And yeah, I think participation levels across all of them really will be pretty solid. I think there'll be a few people out there that won't particularly like the fact that we're at Road Atlanta again. Probably won't like the fact that GT Sprint has the chicane at the end and IMSA's at Imola with no chance of rain. But yeah, I think it's a pretty solid week. If you ask me, I'll certainly be doing a bit of Imola and a little bit of a mix of series as well. I think I'll be trying out the GT3s, and I need to get back into the GT4s for the Falcon. That will be at Road Atlanta, but we'll see how scary it is in a GT4 and an MP3 compared to the faster classes. But anyways, listen, been basic Ollie. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of This Week on iRacing. As always, please do leave a like on the way out. Do subscribe if you are new around here. And I'll catch you for next week's episode. Take care. Have an awesome one. Good luck.